And now we are live. Thank you, Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes got us started right. I am the KingFanMan, and this is the Wolfman drinking his coffee. We are in the King's Corner, and it is good. The KingCast back after an extended vacation going up north into Yankee Land where they did not have sweet tea. Wait, let me get started the way we should. Got tea going again. You got the coffee going. It's good to be home.
I'm enjoying my coffee. Hold on.
Don't even give your father a fist bump. That's terrible.
Hello. Username.
Username. Are you new to the channel? Username. Good to have you. I hadn't seen them before. Are they new? Timmy, good to have you. What was I saying? Boy, we've got you're new. I'm sorry.
Hey, Snake.
My mind wanders. I blame it on the lupus though. We've got
it's Phoebe. Okay.
Oh, hey, Phoebe. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Of course, as y'all know, we went to QuakeCon, so we've got a lot of news, a little names to drop to talk to Todd Howard, Jeff Garner, Chris Meyer. What's his name?
I can't pronounce it. I'll stutter. So.
Man, I just forgot his name. So we got a little inside information. If y'all have questions about Fallout 76, we've got the answers, right? We've got all the inside answers if y'all need them. So
sound like a car salesman.
We are going to talk about the perk system. We're going to talk about the PvP system. If y'all have any leftover questions about that, we've got Dom on here. That's wonderful. Hey, Just Dom from his, he's got a wonderful Bethesda channel. Y'all know Just Dom.
Subtropic.
Tropic Ice Cows with us. Man, we're going to have an awesome show today. So let's get this started. What's that song? Let's get it started in here. Can you sing it?
Definitely not.
No. So let's just jump right into Fallout 76, and we may slide into Starfield in just a little bit because I know how much Dom likes Starfield. We may have to talk a little Starfield a little bit. But can I show off a few things before we get started?
No, so Starfield.
On our trip to Michigan, we had to go to some game stores, and I didn't find any huge things, but I did. I am a connoisseur of some antique gaming things, and my first gaming system was a
Atari. Or no.
Whoa, boy, no, it was not.
Intellivision.
It was an Intellivision.
Sorry.
And I picked up this little gem, an Intellivision Auto Racing. And it actually has all the parts in it. It has the game. It's a little old. Don't know if you can see it, but the game's in there. The book's still in there. Everything. So isn't that cool? And that's going to go up on my shelf somewhere.
You're going to need another shelf.
I know. I'm going to have to extend the King's Corner. By the way, as we're talking, is the mic, the lights, and the internet okay? It's very stormy here in Arkansas. So please tell us if the internet's okay. I also picked up, for you people that are Mass Effect fans, I picked up the metal case of Mass Effect 3. And I'm still working on getting the glue off. I wish they wouldn't put stickers on this. But I got the Mass Effect 3 hard case. And I have never played. It's a bit laggy. I hope it's not too laggy to watch. I've never played Mass Effect, but I'm actually going to play. I'm going to start with Mass Effect 3. Is that terrible?
Probably.
Yep. But I am a collector of the hard cases, so I was happy to pick up that Mass Effect 3. You can pass that over. And then I got, hey, don't throw it. And then I got Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I thought that was pretty cool. I think I showed y'all that right before I left. Isn't that cool? Now, one more thing I want to show you.
I'll give you $1 if you can name what the character on the cover is.
I know that guy's name. Gosh, I just went blank though.
Hold on, I'm covering chat because they're going
to tell. No, don't shake it. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I'm blank as I can be.
You don't get $1 though.
It's Joe. No, it's not Joe.
Someone put in Joe.
One more thing before we jump into Fallout 76. If you haven't watched my latest upload, and if you're a fan of Doom, please go watch it. I know it's a little long, but there are some timestamps now down in the description. I finally figured out how to do the timestamps just a little bit. It is an unboxing. We did just go over 600 subscribers. Thank y'all very much. But we got to meet most of the devs for the new Doom Eternal, and we got signed copies of this beautiful, you can call that beautiful, can't you? Beautiful Doom print. And we are giving it away to one of you.
He stole mine.
Yes.
I still haven't gotten my t-shirt, haven't gotten paid.
I know it.
And you're stealing my picture.
No, I'm not. You get a picture too. So if you would like one of these, if you would like to be a winner of one of these, you've got to go watch the unboxing video and you can see how to do it. We are going to give it away next podcast. So a week from today on the KingCast, we are going to give this away, and we could be mailing it to you. So go check out, not yet. You can wait until after the podcast is over, but go watch the unboxing and giveaway. If you are a Doom fan, please go do that and find out what you need to do. So should I tell them what they need to do? I really want them to watch it. All you got to do is say, I love Doom, and tell me about the first Doom game you played. But please go watch it because I need the views. Okay, Fallout 76.
Thought you said Starfield.
I said we'll slide into Starfield after that. Fallout 76. First of all, what did you think about the panel? We were sitting there watching Todd Howard, Jeff Garner, and Chris Meyer. And first of all, Jeff Garner and Chris Meyer, they are the nicest guys. Dom talking about the patch. I got to show it off one more time.
No, don't encourage. He's trying to steal my jacket. Do not encourage him. He is trying to steal my jacket.
For those of y'all that didn't see it, look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? I got that in the unboxing. Y'all, again, go watch it. I need the views. But isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? Yes. I'm not going to steal my jacket that I let you borrow. Dom, they do have one. You can actually get. They've got a 3-patch set that you can buy: the Tunnel Snakes, the Atom Cats, and the Kings. It's really cool. But I didn't have 3 jackets, so
should have Tunnel Snake.
Isn't that?
I might have let you have.
What do you mean Tunnel Snake? The Kings is the best.
Tunnel Snakes rule, man.
No. The Kings rule. The Tunnel Snakes rule. I would admit the Tunnel Snakes and the Atom Cats are really cooler patches, but I mean the Kings. Come on, it's Elvis.
Dom's with me.
Yeah, but y'all have to admit that's awesome. That's just so awesome.
Oh wait, I didn't realize Tunnel Snakes rule. Yeah.
So again, if you love Doom, go watch that video and comment I love Doom on it. We'll be giving that away next KingCast. All right, back to the panel. I thought Chris and Jeff were super nice guys. That's the first thing that struck me.
The amount of time they talked to about 3 cosplayers. They talked to them for a solid 20 minutes.
I mean, yeah, they were super. I really want to stress this. Now Todd was busy with people, so I can't really say. But Chris and Jeff were just super, super nice guys.
I felt kind of bad for them because no one wanted to talk to them near as much.
Yeah, everybody went to Todd. Everybody was like, to Todd. And they were just super. Keep me up to date on what everybody's saying. But
Snake Eye says, I like the Tunnel Snakes one because it's a snake, and I'm a snake.
That's Snake Eyes. You need to get that. That would be awesome for you. That would be really cool. Toward the end of the podcast, I'll have to show y'all that on my jacket again. It's really, really, really cool.
Your jacket?
I really thought I want to jump into the PvP if unless there's more questions. What did you think about how they explained the PvP? Are you satisfied with it? Do you think are you worried about it?
I'm still a little confused on it, but
confused. Okay, tell me what's about PvP, and how about you guys? Is the PvP worrying you? Are you confused? Where do you guys stand with the PvP system?
It cleared up some things, which is fine. I'm just still concerned on other things. Confused either. But what they explained sounded really good on paper. I don't know how it's gonna work in the game.
I think there's still going to be some ways that they can abuse it, that people can abuse it. I hope our internet didn't go off. Our chat went off. So y'all just bear with us today. Again, the storms are kind of bad. So, you know, they did say you can block people that are being obnoxious. And I think it was, hey, Vault Girl, good to see you. I think it was Dashing David that brought out that could be used as a very and I really,
trap tactic.
Yeah, I mean, I could like block you as a almost as an offensive thing, you know, to keep you from getting me, and then I could sneak up on you and kill you because you couldn't see me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kinda. You'd have to disable the block right when you got there, though.
Yeah, right. I mean, is that something that's going to be abused? That's why, you know, Todd Howard, one of the first things he said this game is going to change and going to keep changing and keep changing. It's going to look different this year and next year and the next year and 15 years from now. Because people are going to keep finding ways to abuse it and get around it and abuse it and get around it. Okay, let's keep up with these questions. But let's try to stay focused on the PvP for a minute. And y'all tell me what you think about the PvP thing.
If they don't have a thing set in place for that way using the system, I think eventually they'll come out with an update like you can't be so close to a person you've blocked until you have to be certain this way to unblock them. So you can't just immediately kill them right
block
after.
them and unblock, or maybe you can't block and unblock, or once you block them, that's it. Maybe that could be it.
So the 11-year-old warlords will not control the wasteland.
I do want to say something since Vault Girl's on here, and I have to give it to her. She gave some information, some wonderful information. Pete Hines tweeted out this week. I don't know if you heard it. There are going to be in-game vendors in Fallout 76.
Okay, so there are going to be.
Yes, Dom, have you heard this? There are going to be in-game vendors, and I'm not talking about real players. I'm talking about NPCs. Now, they're not going to be human NPCs.
Well, they said the robots can run shops and stuff.
We don't know if they're robots. We don't know if they're ghouls. But there is a shot. If you'll notice, it's like the second shot. Hey, Manos.
Stop saying it like that.
Did I say it wrong?
on it. Manos.
I'm sorry.
Okay, think of the dude.
Say it's Spanish instead of Italian.
Think of the dude from Avengers Infinity War, just with an M instead of a TH.
Manos. I say Manos, don't I? Okay. When the guy levels up to level 4, you remember the church? Think back to the clip when they're and there's a sign on top of the church, and Vault Girl was the one that pointed it out to Dashing David in one of his videos, and it has a sign that says store or something like that on it. And somebody asked Pete Hines, you know, is that just a sign? Did somebody put it up? What is it?
It's a sign of the end time.
And Pete Hines says, no, that is an in-game vendor. And he said there are several in-game vendors around the map.
Okay.
And we were like, well, where did this come from? Why haven't you told us this? Because I didn't think there were going to be any stores.
So it is going to be Destiny where if there are human NPCs, they're going to be vendors, and that's about it.
Well, now they haven't told us there's human NPCs. They've said over and over and over there are no human NPCs, but there are going to be stores. There are going to be vendors throughout the map. So that is good. That is wonderful. So that is.
Well, I mean, since there's in one of the camp trailers, the building trailers, it shows that a Protectron can run a store.
Right. It's probably a robot. Since it's not a human NPC, it's probably a robot. It could be a ghoul. It could be one of those vending machines.
Could be Scorched. Is that what they're called?
A Scorched, yeah. The Scorched. Could be a Scorched trader. But we know, in fact, there's one in the church, which is pretty close to Vault 76. In fact, Pete Hines says he did most of his trading right there. So that is great news for me. I'm very, very, very happy about that. So didn't mean to get off the PvP that quick, but thank you, Dom. You keep talking to Mississippi Queen about letting me put that patch on my jacket. Keep it. Everybody tell Mississippi Queen that I need to put that patch on my jacket.
Did you say anything to Todd about the game or YouTube?
No, we honestly didn't get to talk to Todd that much. He was.
There was a line out the door.
We talked to Chris and Jeff much more than we talked to Todd. Todd was kind of in a hurry.
Rush.
Yeah, I was shocked that we even got to see Todd. To be quite honest, I would have loved to talk to him about Starfield and everything else, wouldn't you? Back on the PvP again, I want to ask everyone, y'all quick, and we'll get off of it if you want. Did they answer the PvP system enough for y'all? Are you satisfied with the PvP system? Do you feel comfortable with it? Do you feel comfortable with it enough going into it that you think, okay, this is going to work? It's basically the slap system, you know. Yeah, thank you. And you can either say yes or no, but they can keep slapping you, and they can kill you if you say no. They can keep slapping you. We're going to have a slap fight here. Man knows pre-ordered it. Very good. That's wonderful. I am satisfied with the PvP system. Still a little nervous because I'm not an online guy. But yes, I'm satisfied with it. I think there's still going to be little problems with it. As you said, they're still going to have to change it here and change it there. But again, both Todd and Pete said this is going to be a game that keeps changing and changing and changing and changing. So,
and then they did reinforce that they're going to keep with the game more than just a year or two. So after even Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, from what they're saying, it sounds like they're going to keep with the game. At least that's their plan right now.
Yeah, well,
because he specifically said 15 years, which I don't know if they're going to go that far. But
yes, I believe they do. I believe they will. I believe this is a game they want to nurse as long as they want. And listen, how long have they been selling Skyrim? 2011. 7 years. And that's not, hey Vic, and that's not a game that's a service game. So you know they're going to try for 10 years or more. Two things that I saw there real quick. One was the bounty system for the murder we need to talk about. And the other one, Manos talked about, he's more excited about the pacifist option. Did you hear? Do you remember what the pacifist option was?
I remember it being talked about. But
this is where you can turn off that slap option for your bullets. In other words, now what it's really made for is when you're in a group of people, your bullets will not slap
your friends.
Yeah, it will not turn the PV.
No friendly fire.
No friendly fire, basically, yes. But it's also made so that you're not well, you heard what they were saying.
I feel bad that the chat keeps going in now because they're having whole conversations with each other and I can't read it.
Yeah, if we miss a question, y'all please just ask it again, because
2 or 3 times maybe.
Yeah, because a lot of people are talking and sometimes it goes too fast. So please, we're not trying to ignore you at all. Well, it was kind of neat. Did you notice they brought a bunch of people into the studio and they said, be the biggest buttholes you can be. So they had a bunch of people that were playing, Big T, hey, Stony Stone as well, Cameron. They were trying to be very mean to each other in the studio playing. And one of the things they were doing was jumping in front of each other's bullets when they were trying to shoot creatures to start the PvP. So that is another thing the pacifist thing does. I do have a question on that, though. Why do they not, in your opinion, I think I know the answer. Why do they not go the GTA route and just go the total, what is it called, where you just opt out of PvP altogether?
Because it's a terrible system.
Do you think?
As a person who's played it, yes, it's a terrible system. In that game, it kind of works because there's no one really fighting you much except for online. people, and the occasional police officer who hits you and says it's your fault. But in that game, it works fine, but it's still really annoying not being able to even pull out a weapon. So in a game like this, where the environment is constantly trying to kill you every step you take, I think it's very necessary to find a different way of doing it like they're doing, instead of just disabling combat altogether.
Okay. I'm going to try something real quick.
The look on your face may look like it just went over your head.
No, I'm doing something else. Just Dom, as I told you, is on. He's on Skype, and I know I cannot get his video on with me, but I think I can get his audio, and he's got some... Just Dom.
Oh, okay.
And I think I can get him to talk with us on Skype.
I zoned out for a second. I'm sorry.
If I mess up and drop the feed or something like that, we will come back up. So y'all bear with me. This is the first time I've done this. Here we go. I'm going to try this, okay?
Did y'all answer Stoney's question?
No, we haven't answered anybody's
The
question.
chat is going in and out.
Okay, so Stoney's question is, quick question, the pacifist flag or blocking people when you block somebody. They don't see you on the map no more. What happens if everybody sees each other? Does no one pop up on the map?
Theoretically, yes, no one should pop up on the map, but I'm guessing you'd still see each other. I don't know. I'm confused now. All I know is, can I have some more coffee?
Can you hear me, Dom? Are you there, Dom?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, no way. Sorry.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you guys?
Doing good.
Sorry.
Would you get in there and see if you can hear him on there?
I just could just listen to him all day.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, everyone that's watching.
No, that's all right. Can you hear us good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they can.
Okay, this is the first time I've done it this way. I wished I could do the video, but I'm not running through OBS or anything like that. I'm just using the camera straight. So one of these days, I'm gonna figure out how to do the camera and do live Skype and all that. So, but right now we've got voice, so this is cool.
So you can everything's good? You can hear me?
Yes. Can y'all hear Dom well?
Well, they're talking about the English accent compared
Good,
to ours,
so they can hear you. Yeah. So tell us what you think, Dom.
I just want to say we just automatically dropped like 30 IQ points just as soon as he answered.
I know that accent. Isn't that wonderful? Here we are sounding like Country Hicks, and he's he can do an impression of us. Did you know that?
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, he can.
Are we going to do this?
I heard it happened in a podcast, and I was upset that I didn't get to hear it. So
we might have to make him do it before we're over. Okay, go ahead, Dom. Tell us what we're talking about, the PvP system. Do you have some thoughts about this? Yes.
Sorry to just jump in on this. No, I think it's going to be a really good system. I feel like Todd explained it very well in the conference. Can he do God's word? Sorry, I'm looking at the comments. I feel like, he explained it very well. The thing that got me, and I think it won a lot of people, is that they instantly knew the problems of PvP and people that are just going to go run around the map and kill people that don't want to be killed. The whole bounty system is like really interesting. So it's like if you know you like you guys mentioned the whole slapping, the slap system. Sorry, I should have thought this through. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
But no, if they do kill them, then it comes out of their own bounty, and they're marked on the map for the whole world as a wanted murderer, and nobody else can see you. I think it's really cool. I'm really excited for that aspect. I think it's going to be rad. What do you guys think? Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I love the murderer part. And that's what I was thinking when I was just talking about the Wolfman, about the GTA. I was wondering why they didn't just do the turning it off of PvP, but I think they want that tension. They need some tension. They don't want you to be able to just totally turn off the PvP. So so that's why they have done this to where there is some grief, as Todd said. He said, I want you to have tension, but without griefing. Isn't that how he put it?
More or less.
Yeah.
More or less.
And he said, I know that sounds funny, but that's how it is. Now,
Oh, and Wolfman, you might have to give him your jacket because he needs the king's jacket. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No, don't think he'll receive my jacket.
Come on, that jacket's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be rad. Yeah.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thanks
for the
I-
backup.
Sorry, dude.
And you
Sorry,
need to get the Tunnel Snakes one, and then we can get Joe to get the Atom Cats one, and then all three of us would have one. That would be just like
that would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. And then when we meet up for E3 next year or something, we'll all wear it.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yep. That'd be perfect.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely. What else did you think of the panel there at QuakeCon, Dom? Did you have any other thoughts? I mean, I thought they had answered a lot there at QuakeCon. Now, I mean, I know we still have lots of questions, but I thought they did a great job.
I feel like they did. It's weird. I was talking to Matty after the sorry to name drop. Didn't mean to name drop, but I was talking to Matty about it after they finished, and I was like, "How was it? Like, I watched it live, but how was it? In the room, how did it feel?" And I felt the one thing that I felt was weird is it did feel a bit scripted, if you know what I mean. Like the way they made it out, it was like they were taking questions from the audience, but they weren't, and it kind of felt like they had their subjects and they had footage to go along with those subjects, which I feel like helped because everyone after the conference, the main worry was these card packs, and people were worried if they're going to be microtransactions because
right.
Even I saw it and I was like, yeah, it does look a bit like these could become microtransactions. I'm not really that bothered if they are, but I can see how it is troublesome because of games like Battlefront and stuff like that, and EA but it's Bethesda. They're not going to go out and do that. And then Pete Hines confirmed it the next day and was like, these aren't microtransactions. You get them when you level up. That's it. But yeah, I feel like that was my main, not complaint, but I felt like it was a bit scripted. If they'd done like a Q&A, like a like a YouTube panel where people line up and ask questions to a mic kind of thing. But I guess they did answer the whole, why are we not getting the beta sooner? So
and I was about to say, you have to remember they answered like 4 or 5 questions before QuakeCon even began. They answered the not being on Steam and the NDA and all of those. So, there's.
What was it like for you guys? Like in the room?
Oh wow!
What did it feel like? Did you feel people around you were happy?
I think if you were in the room, you felt a whole lot better about it than if you were watching it from home.
Oh, I was still happy with what they delivered. But yeah,
everybody there was happy, no doubt.
Everyone talking about it after. I didn't even hear anybody talking anything negative about it.
Yeah, there was
the only thing was the possibility of the microtransactions, but everyone then even still was.
Did you hear that there? I
heard it a few times.
I didn't. I guess the people there were all like super fanboys. I guess
we have a confused look in the audience
because
everyone was wearing their masks. So
that's right. Yeah. Hey, we even got our picture from Todd. Todd Howard and Jeff and all that took our picture with the.
We have a confused look.
Oh, the Queen has a question. Yes.
That big green guy that was walking around the thing.
Yeah, the super mutant.
Was that the Doom dude?
No.
Oh.
That's the Fallout dude.
Okay.
There was a Doom dude. He was a smaller green dude.
Oh, I'm talking about the big.
Had a silver helmet on.
Okay. Never mind. Sorry. Carry on.
Weirdest thing, there was a World War I soldier walking around.
Well, there was
a half-naked chick too.
Yeah, there was a lot of cosplays. There were fairies and everything else there. Now, QuakeCon overall was great. I mean, it was.
It looked incredible.
We had a ball.
Which I'm glad you guys filmed and took the time to film the days and throughout the conference, and that looked fun.
Oh, it was. We had a blast, but
I wish we could film more of the bring your own computer. Because what we did, it doesn't do justice.
No, it doesn't. This was a room. I wished I could describe it. The room you come in that's full of computers.
Think of a superstore. I don't know. Walmart. I don't know what equivalent everywhere else would be. Just think of
well, he's in Britain. I don't know if they have a Walmart.
Think of an aircraft hangar just completely empty with tables and computers set up.
Yeah, Walmart's called fuck's it called? It's Asda here.
As
which is
yeah.
the same company. It's the same company.
Okay, think of an empty store like that big that's filled nothing but shoulder to shoulder people sitting with computers. And that was the room, the bring your own computer
It was
room.
amazing. It was huge.
No way.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
And they had a whole about 200-300 computers where you could play for an hour. You could sign up and play for an hour at one of their stations.
You could play Quake, you could play Doom,
Quake, Doom. I think they had Skyrim and Fallout. You could play of computer. I'm surprised a fire didn't start with the amount of electricity flowing through that room.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, they
imagine.
actually showed it setting up, and they did amazing setting all that stuff up.
Yeah, for sure.
Before we lose you, or before you have to get out of here, I know you have some wonderful thoughts about Starfield, because I know that's your passion.
I'm just gonna sit back on this.
Yeah, I love me some Starfield.
Yes, and I have watched your Starfield videos a lot, so I kind of know your thoughts and where you're coming
Thanks,
from.
man.
But
I just wish there's more information. I haven't made a someone commented the other day that was like, "Oh yeah, I made a Starfield video in ages," and I'm like, "Because there's nothing out there."
There's nothing.
Isn't that kind of the beauty of it, though? It's kind of the best part about it. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
It's all fun
Anticipation.
until the day it comes. Then it's
That's what I think. That's what I mean. Like, you're absolutely right. Like, I remember when E3 finished and people were like, "Oh, Bethesda didn't say much," and I was like, "Are you joking?" I remember when E3 finished and people were like, "Oh, Bethesda didn't say much," and I was like, "Are you joking?" I was like, we have confirmation that Starfield is a real thing. Like, I've been making videos on Starfield since their last E3 conference, which was after 2017, because it started to become more of a thing. What are they working on next? And then to finally get confirmation that it's a real thing is like amazing. Like,
And Elder Scrolls 6.
And Elder Scrolls 6. Like, that shocked me. I think I messaged everyone, so I probably you guys about it, but I think I just lost my mind. And then
you should have seen him.
I was like, you cannot just drop Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 in the space of 5 minutes without my head exploding. I can't do this.
I think I was screaming.
He fell to the floor screaming.
Let me ask you guys this. What do you guys think about the new studio expansion?
Dallas?
I did a little research on is it Escalation?
I think so, yeah.
I didn't realize they actually helped id Software on the original Doom.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
And on the original Rage, and then they did the multiplayer stuff, the what's it called, the map stuff, the pop map for the 2016 Doom.
Oh, okay.
So they've been working with id,
nice.
and Bethesda for a long time. You know, all I knew about them was the Disney stuff and some of that stuff that they had done, but they go all the way back to the original Doom. So that's super exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that T-shirt, man, that T-shirt was sick.
Yeah.
Doom T-shirt you picked up.
Yeah.
Really nice. Really nice.
Yeah. And hey, if you're a fan of Doom, even though you're a Bethesda guy, you qualify for the Doom thing. So you better go.
Oh yeah.
You better go watch the video and make your comment in there. Because next week we're going to be giving that picture away.
The best thing of all he got, though, was an MSI dragon head. It's the best hat I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's
no.
not.
You should wear it. You should wear it for the podcast.
Was there anything like crazy at the conference where you saw it and you were like, "Oh, I need that in my life"?
Yeah.
Like models or not like the like scale models they sell, or
well,
did they have booths and stuff like that?
How long do you got?
Well,
the one they had they were showing the Fallout 4 board game. Wasn't the one made by Bethesda? It was the I forgot what it's called.
The new one.
Yeah, it's the new one.
Warfare.
Yeah, the new one.
Wasteland Warfare. I think that's it. Yeah,
that is Bethesda.
And
that's it.
I know, but what's the first one came?
Yeah. Okay.
They had a guy there sitting letting you play, and they had the scale models set out of like the secure.
That is
all the robots.
In-depth game.
Nice.
2 turns took 30 minutes. And just the amount of detail put into the mod. I wanted to buy a whole set, but I didn't have any money, so.
Yeah.
That was really neat. Something that we would have never found out about, but the Doom game and the Fallout game, just the board games, you could sit there and play it, and they would explain it, and it that was great. Little things, things like that.
And it was really
amazing.
personal too. It wasn't just far off talking in general. They would talk to you personally.
Just sit down one-on-one, and they would do that with you.
Yeah.
There was
did you guys meet the ESO guys as well?
Yes, we did.
I met Gina.
Nice.
Gina Bruno. She is she was the one that actually came out on stage with the main guy and introduced Wolf Hunter and that.
Yeah, and Merkmeyer.
Yeah.
Yes.
She is so sweet, and I've got my picture with her in one of those things. But yeah, I met her and talked to her for a long time about the new expansions that are coming out every 3 months now, and I know you're an ESO guy, so I'm sure you're really stoked about that.
Yeah, I love. That's all I play at the moment. To be honest, I'm playing ESO until 76. I've made it a thing to. I have. It's weird because all my friends like here. That's all we do. We have like a group chat, and we message each other every night, and we're like, who's on tonight?
Oh wow,
we want to do this dungeon, we want to do this raid, we want to get this equipment. Oh yeah, cool, let's get on. And that's literally my life at the moment, so I am pretty excited for things to come for ESO.
How are you going to get the whole expansion done in 3 months? Like Wolf Hunter comes out now, and then 300 in 3 months. The Argonian one comes out. That's short time period.
We'll do it. Sorry.
Life finds a way.
Like 8 of us that play together. So there is a group of us that go on, and then we're all transferring to 76 when it comes out. So that's why we're excited for 76 as well, because there's always a group of us.
See, that's great. See, here on this channel, and I know we're a smaller group, but we've got a lot that we've already got our faction name, what we're going to be. So
you got your faction name.
Yeah.
I got the better.
Nice.
So me and Snake Eyes got a good one.
You're the Kings.
Oh, that's right. You and Snake Eyes. Yeah. Y'all have defected from. I've already forgotten what are we? The Mountaineers.
Mountaineers.
We're the Mountaineers. All right. So if you see the Mountaineers, Don, well, you're on PS4, so you won't run into us.
No.
Yeah.
Sad
thought. Well, if you ever get on a PC and find the Mountaineers, then you'll know who it is. But yeah,
I've seen this.
Go ahead.
Sorry, carry on.
No, I was just going to say, you was talking about things at QuakeCon, just little things, and this wasn't a little thing because it was expensive, but they had a computer bag, and I know I'm giving riveting information here, but to tell how awesome the computer bag was. It was a military grade.
Well, it was a veteran who had made it. It was for he had brought because of the bring your own computer setup.
He invented it.
It can hold.
Oh no way!
It can hold up to 6 laptops or a whole PC tower
build tower
in the backpack.
No way!
Yeah,
it was sick.
It was padded and insulated.
It's a military rucksack, basically, is what it is.
I'll be honest with you guys. I think like a month and a half ago, my friend upgraded his PC and he was going to sell me his old one, but with talking to people, the specs wasn't that great, so I didn't do it. So
hey, couldn't be worse than mine, man.
That's all right. But maybe it is a plan. Like when I get the money, I will get a PC. I still have my PlayStation with games like Last of Us and stuff like that, and stuff like that. But then if I'm talking about Bethesda stuff, I do want to get to PC at some point because mods and stuff are crazy, and quest mods, all the stuff I want from mods and modding is always on PC. So damn Sony. Sorry, I swore. Sorry.
Speaking of that, how quick do you think the private servers will come to Fallout 76?
The private servers, they're probably going to be a while.
Todd.
I mean, let's face it. Like they have to release a game first. You know what I mean? Like the reason they're like it's not going to be done at launch. Well, yeah, it's not going to be done at launch because they have to finish the game first,
Right.
and then the additional stuff comes later. But it will happen. Like as Todd says, modding has been a part of their future. It's always that makes their games live on. I mean, people are still, as he said, playing Skyrim, still playing Fallout, but with mods. Even Fallout, even like Fallout 3 in New Vegas, the people are modding the hell out of that and making new mods completely like a new world out of mods. So it does help their games live on, but we have to understand that it'll probably be at least a few months until they're like, okay, you can do this. You know what I mean? You can go and do private servers now.
I can't
because they are creating a game.
I can't remember if it was. Did he say it on stage or was it after the show? When I think it was Todd that said it. He said it's a very difficult problem, but they're going to figure it out.
Yeah, they talked about it on stage because that was one of the first questions.
Yeah, it was on stage.
Okay,
yeah, it was on stage because people were talking about private servers and modding.
Yeah.
I think it was the one after they were talking about why can't we get the beta any sooner and stuff, and then they followed up with that.
Cool. Well, hey, do you mind sticking around for a minute and answering a couple questions before you go?
Absolutely fine.
All right.
I'm here. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
No, you didn't at all. We love having you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Man.
All right, guys, y'all ask us some questions. If y'all got any questions of Dom, we thank him for being on the podcast with us. Did you keep up with any of the questions
yes,
that went past?
Mano says, "Come to the dark side. We have high frame rates."
Oh, for Dom?
Yeah. Well, I do have a PS4 Pro and a 4K TV, so I'm not doing that bad. So you know what I mean? It's not that bad. I know you guys have sometimes 120 frames per second, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
To be honest, and I've told you this before, I miss my PS4 because some of those games, some of those really exclusives, yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But but the cross-play and some of the other reasons, I do like the Xbox and PC.
Yeah, they had to bloody ruin it, didn't they?
Yep.
Seriously, that angers me so much. And they've said something about Legends now. Like you can't cross-play on Elder Scrolls Legends. Not like I play it, but it's still a thing that they're still sticking behind. Like, no, you can't cross-play. It's like, for God's sake, dude, it's a card game. Get over yourself.
Pete Hines hinted that Bethesda may not even because of that. Did you hear that?
I missed that.
Okay, the Elder Scrolls Legends. Pete Hines hinted that they may not be releasing the Elder Scrolls Legends on PS4.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
So they're really they're trying to put pressure on Sony. So maybe.
But then it's a bad community to piss off.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
As soon as people like heard about,
it's a lot of money to lose.
PS4, they had to cave in. They caved in, and it was like, yeah, we can't deal with this. We have to cave in and be like, well, you can have mods, but
not good mods.
Yep.
But no. Oh, another thing, actually, real quick. I have to congratulate you guys. You hit 600 subscribers.
We did. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. We're only how many?
Four. Like 400.
400. Yeah. Do you think we can get there by January? That's my goal.
Oh, you'll hit it before Christmas, dude.
That's my goal. So
I say
October. You'll hit it way before Christmas.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
No worries. I mean,
go ahead.
Should we get deep? Here?
Yes. Get deep.
Absolutely. How are you guys finding YouTube at the moment?
I know
it's been a lot of stuff, and people are, with my experience, YouTube haven't been sending my videos to my subscribers, and the only people that are notified is 10% of your audience, and that's been going on for like a month and a half, something like that. So it's a bit of a downer, but it's fine. I understand.
It has gotten really bad. I noticed it on mine a little bit after y'all started talking about it. I noticed a huge dip in mine. Now I had some people start telling me, even like my podcast, they said, I didn't know about it. I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
But my videos, I was talking to Joe about this the other day. I had videos that were going from 400 to 600 views. Now they're down to 100 to 200 views.
Yeah. I think the last big video I did, well, not big video, but the one that was normal for a long time, like the last, what I'm used to, was the E3 one. And I think that was at like 26K.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm lucky if I get like 200. Well, no, sorry. Like 10% of my audience see it, so it's 300. So it's like, oh, dude, that kind of sucks. But I've spoken to Joe about this myself. Sorry for everyone that's watching this, probably thinking we're all like depressed and stuff. But not. I've kind of accepted it and been like, I still like making videos. It doesn't really matter. This isn't my job. Sorry. This isn't my job, so
it does get discouraging, though. It really does.
Oh, for sure, it did for a while, and I've spoken to you about certain things going on in my life. But yeah, like I just deal with it, so it's fine.
Snake Eyes says he didn't get the last 3 videos that I did. The last 3 you didn't get?
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. I think the worst one I had was someone. They might be here, but someone I had was like, I haven't seen a video from you in 2 weeks. And I was like, whoa. And I've been uploading like 3 times a week and stuff like that. So, yeah, crazy.
And Big T. And see, all these people that are saying they didn't get mine, they've all not only subscribed and hit the bell. These are my normal people that watch every video. They comment on every video. It's... Yeah. I don't know what I don't.
But the thing is, it's not just happening to us. It's happening to like
everyone.
A lot of the Bethesda. Well, I've only noticed it out of our community. So I've spoken to Matty about it. I've spoken to Juice about it. You guys.
What could be the reason? I mean, what are they doing?
YouTube's just messed up at the moment. It's just messed up its algorithm, and we're non-existent. Not non-existent. We have our loyal people.
Yes.
Which thank you for that, because I know a few of you guys are here that support both of our channels, and you are both, Big T, Vic on Stark. You're all. Yes. I see you there. You guys help and support our Patreons and stuff like that, which we really appreciate.
Absolutely.
Yes. We should drop this subject because we're getting too deep. Sorry.
We're getting depressing. We're crying.
Man, I'm already in high school. Now y'all adding this onto it. I'm getting more depressed.
You're getting depressed, aren't you?
I'm taking 2 math classes this year.
James Hirsch. He says he hopes Patrick Stewart will be in Starfield. They have hired some huge voice actors in the past. And Patrick Stewart, wasn't he in Oblivion?
Yes, let me see your face.
What, wasn't it Patrick Stewart that was in Oblivion?
Yes.
I thought it was, yeah.
The whole joke he's doing.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
The camera zooms in and he just, let me see your face.
Let me see your face.
Sorry, it's worked then. Sorry.
It's a great joke.
I'm slow. Hey, I'm slow.
But I honestly think Eric Todd Downs is going to be in Starfield because he's not in 76. Yeah, and I know he's planning on working with Bethesda again. I won't say why or how I know that, but yeah, I know he's going to be. He should be in Starfield. So, and that's
very cool.
He's not in 76. So,
well, that's awesome though. That's great news. That is great news. I would love to see that.
I love Eric Todd Downs. He's just such a nice guy. He's just a legend. He's just the way you think Three Dog is in the game. He's like that in real life.
Really?
Really?
He just shares the love, and he's very. He's just nice. He's just a legend.
See that Mass Effect.
He's just like the nicest, generous guy.
Hey,
Sorry.
I got to show Big T something. I don't think he was on a minute ago.
Hello, Big T.
Big T, did you see my Mass Effect metal case that I found up in Michigan? I collect metal cases, and he likes Mass Effect, so I've never played Mass Effect, so I'm gonna start. So
with the third one,
I thought I'd start it.
Avoid the last one.
Yeah, no Andromeda, but I thought it was beautiful too, so I had to pick it up.
James asked, do you think Starfield will be 2019 or 2020?
Oh,
you guys take this.
gosh.
I still say 2020 to 2021.
If I had to bet my
Well,
life on it, which I'm glad I don't, I guess I would say 2020.
Well, my thing is I'd rather prepare for it to be later and get happily
know.
surprised that it comes earlier.
I have
So,
always said 2019 as the hopeful man that I am, but like I said, if I had to just really throw it out there, I'd say 2020. What would you say, Dom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, honestly, yeah, I feel like the same. And the reasoning behind that is 2020 is when the new consoles are going to be released. So we're going to get PlayStation 5, and we're going to get Xbox, whatever.
Xbox 2.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
X1, X2.
5,000.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever they decide to call it. I liked Scorpio. What happened to Scorpio?
I have no idea.
Maybe call it Scorpio. Do that.
Absolutely.
But anyway, I feel like Starfield's going to be the release title for those consoles, like Morrowind was for the Xbox 360. Xbox 360, Xbox original. Sorry. Yeah. So 2020. Yeah, 2020 is the good bet. It's long enough for 76 to have some time to itself, and then
to get rolling. Yep.
Starfield, and then. The thing is, it's going to be different now because they've got 4 studios. So it's like, how much manpower are they going to put behind Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6? Because, they went all in on Fallout 4. And then they've done little projects here and there. But then, Montreal's doing mobile and stuff like that. So are they all going to go in on Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6? So that means it could be out faster.
Yeah.
So we can say, Starfield's 2020, but then we could say Elder Scrolls 6, because they've got the manpower now, could be 2022.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it could be 2 years instead of 5, 4, 3. You know what I mean? But yes, 2020, to answer your question, yeah.
Just from what we've been told. Now, sometimes we're not told exactly the right thing, but going back to the making of Fallout 76, we were told as soon as Fallout 76 launches, that Montreal and Maryland will go to that will go to Starfield.
Do you mean Montreal? I don't think Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal and Maryland will work on Starfield, and Austin will work on 76.
What do you think Dallas is going to do, since they're in the equation now?
The Montreal studio.
Mm.
That's what that documentary said. Those 2 studios.
Oh, nice.
And then Todd said at QuakeCon that as soon as 76 launches, that the Dallas studio is going to work on Starfield. So, there are going to be 3 studios working on Starfield as soon as Fallout 76 launches.
Thing is, I was telling Joe this, that this game has such a long road ahead of it. As Todd said, they're looking at 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years later. Can you imagine, can you imagine 76 going on for 10 years? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's going to be evolving on that. So yeah, you're right. They will have a separate studio to keep that up, like ZeniMax does for Elder Scrolls Online. They, as you said, they've got expansions or full DLC every 3 months.
And do you think that? I think that's really going to be the pattern. It may not be at first, but that's probably the pattern that 76 is going to fall into too. If that's what they're doing with ESO, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why they're hiring.
Well, what do you think the add-ons are going to be then?
Sorry?
What do you think the new material is going to be eventually?
The new.
Just to throw y'all off topic, I got to do something.
See, I don't know, because with Elder Scrolls it's different because you have different dungeons, you have different parts of the map that unlock. So technically, you can go everywhere in Elder Scrolls Online. But I think
they'll go. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I think they'll go into. I think they'll go into Washington D.C. Yeah, it's right. It's right there. Makes sense.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Mm. With 3 dogs.
Yeah. Yes. See, that could be a. It could be a thing.
Mm. Man, I'm excited.
I mean, it's really unlimited what they can do. And like Todd said, it could be 15 years. And
They could go to the moon.
If Skyrim is still alive 7 years and it's not a game, it's not a service game.
And it hasn't gotten a DLC update.
No, it's not a service game. Then this game can live 10 years easy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But just as easily it can crash and burn that easily too.
But I don't think it will. I really don't.
Nah, I don't think it will. Because you have to remember, this is going to be the only Fallout title until Elder Scrolls 6 is released and done with all of its DLC. So this game's going to be going for a while, which is why I can understand why they've done this kind of online kind of game. It helps the franchise live on while they are doing
lasting
Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. You know, these games aren't small games. You know, Starfield's been called the biggest leap in gaming ever.
Right.
And for them to say that, to make the big games they do and how big they are, it's going to be something. It's going to be huge.
They've been working on Starfield in some way or another since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
That's
when it was trademarked. Yeah.
That just blows your mind, you know. Vault Girl said they could even go back to the pit, Pittsburgh.
Ooh, hell yeah, that would be cool.
Go back to Alaska. I mean, there's so many things. I would like to see them. Even I know they're more East Coast and West Coast, but I would like to go out and see the Master because we're right at that time where he's.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, where he's starting to.
They could do, but then the problem with that is, you know, it was created by Black Isle Studios, so. I don't know. Maybe they could do that. I mean, they do own Fallout.
Yeah, they own it. Absolutely. You could just.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be absolutely cool.
And well, I still keep hearing rumors we're going to hear of Harold either in the main game or in a DLC.
Love Harold.
Oh, that would be a cool callback.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, he's not a tree yet. You know.
No, he's not. No.
So.
No. That's a good point. I do like that. That's good.
Yeah, so we're going to get to know him before he was, I guess even before he was a ghoul.
Well, not necessarily.
He
just being turned into a ghoul, if anything.
I'm going to have to go back and see the year he was turned into a ghoul. Yeah, it's right in that time period.
But let me ask you this.
Yes.
What do you think's inside or going on in the Greenbrier Hotel?
Oh, yeah. I loved your video, by the way. I hope it's haunted, just like you said. That is so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Love that. I would love that. Me and Wolfman have a thought that...
if you're going to make a video on this, I don't want to... You know, you don't have to say it now.
Sorry. No, it's okay.
Okay. No spoilers, guys. Sorry in the comments, guys.
You know, there is a bunker. There is, in real life, there is a vault, if you will.
Yeah.
Congress.
Yeah, where high ups of Congress would go in case of nuclear war or anything like that.
I think that one is set aside just for Congress and the House. I think that's all it's set for.
Yeah. So our thought was that remnant there. And because, see, the Enclave, of course, as you know, and most people that are listening to the podcast would be the government of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in our the government of the United States. Well, in our thought, it could be either, and now, of course, Bethesda could go in any direction with this. You know, they could have been put in robo-brains, you know, to be preserved. You know, since it was said there are no human NPCs at this point, or they could have been hidden away in expansion. But I think there's going to be an Enclave,
or a very similar faction
that
comes out in the future. There.
The thing is, Danny, who did the No Clip documentary.
Yes,
he knows.
Really?
So it can't. I don't think it's saved for a DLC because obviously he knows.
He already knows. Okay.
Yeah. And to be honest, he does reply when I message him, so I might be like, dude, can you let slip? But no, I won't do that. People are like, dude, I get so fired.
See, I just think it, and it may not be named the Enclave, but I think it has something to do with the leftover government of the United States.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Being that, I mean, that's what it is in real life, that just makes perfect sense.
Another thing it could be like the USS Constitution, where it's just run by robots, and that's it.
And see, that's what Bethesda loves to go over the top with it, and that's why I thought they'll go robots with it. So it may be like
it would be perfect if it was RoboBrains too,
or they've shown us in that,
or the
trailer.
like the brain in the jar in the Nuka-Cola DLC, Nuka World DLC. You know what I'm talking about, Dom? The guy that
Frozen Head.
Yeah.
It's the reference to Walt Disney.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm actually playing Nuka World right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
I'm sorry.
If you haven't finished it, just forget what
head.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
No, it's cool, guys.
Hey,
I'm going to do the whole, with the government and the higher ups, maybe the president. Is the thing I thought of was, if you go back to Fallout 3 and you get the Declaration of Independence, and there's a robot and he thinks he's George Washington. Maybe I think they're going to do something like that again. Maybe the president's brain is in like a Robotron, and they're going to do it like that.
That would be neat too.
Yeah, but then the thing is with the video I did was, if you look up West Virginia law with Greenbrier, the most famous story is the one with the woman that helped prosecute her murderer when she was a ghost, and she come back to her mother, and then I put the two and two together, because if Bethesda are doing research for this game, because everything else in the game, like the creatures,
that does sound like a very Fallout type of mission.
The creatures and stuff are all based on West Virginia folklore. So if you look up Greenbrier folklore, that's the first thing that comes up and the most famous thing that comes up. So I put two and two together and thought, well, maybe they're not doing that, but maybe they're doing ghosts in the hotel, so they're not NPCs and they're not.
Isn't there a DLC for one of the Fallout games where like a hotel is full of ghosts? Isn't there already in New Vegas?
That's New Vegas. Oh my God, Dead Money.
Yeah.
So it could work very similar to that too.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Just don't tell Todd that, because he's like, he might get triggered. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Plot twist: there will be British imperialists trying to take America back under the Majesty's rule. Her Majesty's rule.
Oh man. Sierra Madre. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Blitz. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
But Bethesda kind of likes to go in the dramatic. Have you noticed? Now, somebody mentioned when we talked about the RoboBrains that they did that in
Far Harbor.
Far Harbor, so they might not go the RoboBrains, but I think
Far Harbor was good.
It was good.
I enjoyed Far Harbor.
I still haven't.
That was my favorite part of Fallout 4.
I played it, and I've gone back through it. I've just never finished the story, because when we were on PS4, one of the memory sequences glitched out, and it wouldn't let me finish that game. It corrupted that whole save file, so I had to restart my game, and it said bad taste in my mouth. So I kind of
Russian spies in Greenbrier. Snake Eyes.
I think we mentioned this, but I want to get your opinion again. The Brotherhood of Steel stuff that is shown in one of the trailers. Now, we have a thought about the Brotherhood of Steel. Have you thought that through, and do you have an opinion on that in Fallout 76?
What? Me? Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, what was the question? If
the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a barricade.
There's a logo on one of the roadblocks.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then there's also a downed chopper, helicopter.
I mean,
Vertibird. Thank you.
They could do it. I mean, they can do it. It's Bethesda. I know it won't fit with the timeline, but they are making a game that is before any other Fallout. This game takes place before any other Fallout. It's 25 years after the bombs fell, so they can pretty much rewrite any law they want. So with that being said, I feel like there's going to be remnants because they show it in the trailers. You know, people in power armor. I know that's the government, and they're not technically the Brotherhood, but we know them as the Brotherhood. I feel like there's going to be remnants because, as we said, there are no NPCs, so we can't technically meet the Brotherhood, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. As I said, I feel like there's going to be remnants of Brotherhood because it's, you know, it's a Fallout game. They need to put it in there. You know, Brotherhood's been on every cover since Fallout 3. So, well, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Well, we had a
What
crazy idea, and I'll give it to you real quick, because how did Super Mutants and the Brotherhood of Steel get over here on this side of the country that early?
Yeah.
Because they shouldn't be. Well, and of course, I did some digging in the Fallout Bible, and I convinced Wolfman of it too. He thought it sounded really good. The Brotherhood, and I'm going to forget names here because I'm old. What's the founder guy's name?
Maxon something.
Yeah, Maxon, yeah.
But what's his first name? Anyway, when he found out what was going on with the FEV virus, that really was the formation of the Brotherhood of Steel, and it actually happened before the bombs dropped. See, people think the Brotherhood formed after, but it really didn't. It happened before, and it happened because of what was going on with the experiments with the FEV virus. They got upset what the government was doing with the FEV virus, and they were kind of rebelling against it. So I believe Maxon took the FEV virus and was flying it to Washington, D.C. as evidence. Now, this is just my theory, okay? This is speculation.
Ooh, here we go.
in this
Grab your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen.
In this helicopter. And when the bombs dropped, of course, the helicopter crashed, but that's how the FEV and the helicopter and the Brotherhood of Steel and all that got over here on this side of the country. So
that could work.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
they don't want to break lore, that would be one of the best.
Don't want to break the lore. There you go, Bethesda. So hopefully they don't want to break lore.
Now, everyone, I want you to take this time, put on your foil hats.
Yeah, take off your tinfoil hats now.
What if Starfield is in Elder Scrolls and Fallout universe?
Yes.
They're the two games combined into one. No, chicken.
Well, it was like when I found out that the Vault Tech guy that was inspecting the Vault 76 construction got taken to outer space by the Zetans. It just floored me. I was like, oh no, it's going to be Starfield and Fallout together. Oh no.
Just to answer James's question, who will be composing the music for Starfield?
Yes.
I think it's the same guy that does
Fallout.
He does really good.
Well, they just confirmed the Fallout 76 guy.
Yeah, he's done quite a lot for them. So the thing is with Bethesda, it's not that hard to find out because they like to use the same people, whether it be voice actors, musicians that have done games for them in the past. They like to use the same, even when with Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman's been the narrator throughout all the games, and he. But Fallout was made by a different company originally, and then obviously they got taken over by Bethesda, and he still joins it. He still does it now. He still does all the trailers. He's in 76's trailer. He's in Fallout 4's trailer. He's in Fallout 3's, and so on and so forth. They'll always use the same people, basically. So it's going to be the same people making Starfield. But and that's why when you hear that first note of the Starfield trailer, you're like, oh, this sounds like Fallout 4. And then it kicks in with this sci-fi rad music, which I love.
It is awesome music.
Time.
Yeah.
So they'll be using the same people because they're talented. Why not? Stick with the same people. They're going to be using KingFanMan.
No, Vault Girl's giving us some lore. She's so smart. Here we go.
Hello.
Lions Group. Go ahead.
Oh no, you can do it.
No, your voice is better. Go ahead.
The Lions group was. No, I'm joking.
No, we got our own narrator here. I like this.
How about this? Take this time to do your impression of us.
Yeah. Read Vault Girl's question in our accent. Go ahead. Here it goes,
Put on the
everybody.
spot.
Here it goes, the Arkansas accent.
What about if I do it in the King?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it in the King instead. Lions group was sent for Chicago. Who said they lost connection? No, I went to Troy Baker. Sorry. Sorry. Cut that. Sorry, small.
Oh, that's great. I don't know how you started sounding like Rick from Walking Dead, but that was perfect.
It went from Elvis to...
I'll do it like Rick. Sent to find a brother who steal. Sent to Chicago who lost contact.
Grant, I do think the 50s era will be in 76, no doubt. Absolutely. That's one thing I believe that will always be in the Fallout games. That 40s, 50s era will always be.
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
for sure.
See, something else that I think would be cool if they did in Starfield. I know they won't because it will sound like
Wait,
they're
what?
copying.
Hold on. What did James say? But go ahead. James said something about blades. James, blades, if you look at it in person, it is the most gorgeous game.
It looks 10 times better in person than it does on what they showed.
We picked that thing up and started playing blades.
Man, I want blades so much.
It is gorgeous, James. You would not believe it. I thought it was going to look like Oblivion or maybe a Skyrim on the phone.
That's what I thought from what they showed, but
it
no,
blew
it looks
Skyrim away. I mean, it's beautiful.
Skyrim looks like dirt.
I could not believe it was on the phone that I was playing this thing. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. And it played so smooth. I know I'm not giving a good review here, but it was gorgeous. It really was.
Yeah. Oh, man, I really want to get my hands on blades.
Mano says he can't do a UK or an American accent. All he's got is his Greek. Hey, the Greek is beautiful. That's great. Please listen to this. This is all I've got.
I'd rather have a brain surgeon with a Greek accent than a Southern accent.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
I am the KingFanMan.
There you go.
Sorry.
How you doing?
I can't do it. I can do Joe. That's all I can do. I can do Joe.
No, you can do this one pretty good.
No.
If he starts out doing the this King,
I'll do like an impressions video, YouTuber impressions video, and I'll do everyone.
Yeah, that's great.
Hey guys, what is going on? It is me, Joe here.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
You need to do that. You need to do everybody. I think that'd get more views than anything.
You sound more like Joe than Joe does.
Yep.
Right, I'm sorry, I'm getting carried away. Anyway,
just try not to make me sound so bad, okay?
Yeah. I can't do Matty actually, Manos. I can't do Matty. I've tried. Hey guys, what is going on? It is me, Matty, here today.
Today, yeah, you can do the today.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he does it today. I did not realize he was so tall.
He's tall.
Gosh,
he's taller than me.
Yeah, you got to meet him.
I'm almost sick.
Yeah, I was glad I was standing on a step up from him. I would have been like to his under his armpit.
I'm 5'11", and he's
before that, and just like you need to run into everyone. It'll be cool.
Yeah, I told him you said hi, and he said you were a cool guy. So
yeah, he's nice.
That gave me a good end with him. See.
To be honest, I'm trying to get him to go back on Elder Scrolls Online. I keep talking to him, and he's like, I don't know what build to do. And I was like, yeah, you should do this. And we've been talking about builds on Elder Scrolls Online at the moment. So, yeah. But, yeah, I love Matty, man. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah, I wish we'd have gotten to talk much. He was there with some friends, and he was
talking and watching.
We didn't want to bother him, so we just...
He was doing it. He's crazy when he goes to events, man. He, goes and watches the panel, and then he'll straight away make a video, and you're like, whoa, the way he works when he goes away is crazy. But fair enough, good on him,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does some he does some good work. He goes in depth and puts them out quick.
Right now, guys, what enemy are you most not looking forward to facing off against in Fallout 76?
People.
People?
That
You can't block enemies.
yeah, that
There's the one. It looks like
the creepy man.
It looks like
the white-
Gollum from
Yeah, that one. That's exactly
From
the
Lord of
one
the
I was
Rings.
thinking about.
that. And there's the other one that looks like it too, but legs and it's chasing you through the city. Those are the two.
That's
Oh,
true.
the
Snallygaster.
Snallygaster,
Yeah.
See, that one don't bother me, but the white looking,
It's just disconcerting how it walks is all for me.
I'm
the
not looking
white
forward to
looking
getting
one in the
that
swamp
one.
that's kind of on all fours. That one is creepy.
See, I'm really excited to face the sloth and the, as Snake Eyes put it, the flying bat
Yeah.
beast thing.
The scorch beast.
No,
The
is
Scorch
that what it's
Beast,
called?
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting what they're
Yeah,
called.
see,
I'm
the
sorry.
Mothman, all those are fine for me, but that I can't. What did you know? What the one we're talking about is named? I cannot remember it.
Which one?
The white looking guy. He's in the swamp and he's on all fours.
Oh, the Wendigo.
Yeah, there you go. He's just
Mm.
kind of creepy.
Yeah,
I think
they
he's a
look
little
messed
better at
up,
this than
and
we are.
I'm actually making a video on that one right now. Actually,
Oh,
some love on that one.
Yeah, that's the
But yeah,
one that's
not going to be fun.
that's the
I
one
feel
that's
like that's going to be the worst one to face.
that's the one that starts out as a person. And yeah, I know the background on that one. That's really cool.
there.
Background.
It reminds me kind
Yeah,
of
it's
the
cool.
centaur, whatever the thing from New Vegas, where it's human head and then it walks around like on four legs.
Yeah, that was
That's what it reminds me
Yeah.
of.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
The one I think it's called Mole
yeah.
Man.
The
It's
Mothman will
the,
stalk you. That's gonna be kind of cool.
the dude in the
Oh, the
hood
Mole
outside
Man,
the
yeah,
outside the mine. That's the
The,
one.
the mole
yeah.
man.
Moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they do with that because that looks really interesting to me.
Yeah, I tried to look up for some like West Virginia lore on that one.
There
I
ain't,
didn't find
there ain't
anything.
nothing. There ain't
No,
nothing.
you can find like references from a 1950s, 1960s film around them, but they don't look the same. But I think maybe they're taking influence from that, but I don't really know. I can't find anything.
Snake Eyes says he can't wait to fight a tick.
yeah, there are ticks. Yeah,
Yeah, there are.
I'm still upset
Yeah.
that it took us a whole podcast to realize that was in the No Clip documentary.
You know, and I had seen them, and I had forgotten about them.
Well, we had started talking about Beast and stuff we wanted to see in the Fallout games, and I said I wanted to fight a tick, and it'd be like a face hugger where it jumps out at you and just gets bigger as
yeah,
it
that would be
attacks
cool.
you. You know?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
they said it was in the No Clip documentary, and I felt bad that I didn't realize
Yeah,
it.
everybody was saying,
Uh,
"What are you doing in here, little thing?"
James asked, when will the Elder Scrolls Blades be released?
December.
This
isn't it?
fall.
Is it? I thought it was
Yeah,
December.
I wanted to make a video on this because I went to pre-order it on my phone.
Tick
You
man.
can pre-order on the app, the Apple app site
Store.
or whatever site you use. But it said September 1st.
I was about to say it's
It'll be
before
available
December.
from September 1st.
I knew
So I
it'd
was
be
like,
before
whoa,
Christmas.
That's pretty soon.
Now I didn't know it was September. That's early. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to take a screenshot, but it said on my phone when I pre-ordered it through the Apple Store, it said September 1st.
Well,
I was
that's
like, whoa, okay.
that is
That's
great.
that's not that long.
It's really nice.
And that was like last week. I did that.
Wait, do you have a 10, Dom?
What?
Do you have an iPhone 10?
X, whatever it is.
No.
It says it's
No.
not supposed to run on anything but an X. That's what they said at the E3 panel.
I'm not sure what it runs on. I know they're going to open it up to other things.
I guess so. I guess it just looks the best on the 10. I think that's what they're getting at.
Oh, okay.
Because imagine the backlash for that. They're like, oh, we want to play this new mobile game, and then they'll be like, oh wait, you can only play it on this one game.
James
It'd be
James is bragging. He says he has an iPhone X.
Snake Eyes says,
well, James,
well, James, some of us aren't as privileged as others.
I have.
We like spending our money on other things.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
what?
we like
What is
spending
mine? A
collectors.
four,
We have a 6.
a 4 or 5, something. I don't know.
Snake Eyes
Oh,
says
no.
Mothman actually looks like a robot. It's kind of disappointing. Yeah, that'd be
What?
cool if it was an animatronic.
Okay, I'm
kind
gonna
of
say
thing.
something. Everybody's gonna argue with me. I still believe the thing flying in that first trailer that everybody says is the Scorch Beast. You know, the one that's kind of far off. I still think that's Mothman. I really do, because
Yeah, it is.
Mothman changes throughout. He changes. He starts out you know, just kind of
Hunched
there
over.
stalking you, hunched over.
He reminds me of Cell from Dragon Ball Z.
And he gets,
changes.
yeah, and he changes and gets more ominous as it goes. So I really do think that is him flying at the end.
Just realized I made a reference that you don't understand. I don't know if he understands. So
is it like a young person thing?
I mean, it was in the early 2000s, 90s.
Say it again.
Okay, so there's main character in Dragon Ball, main villain. His name is Cell. What he does, he has like 6 stages he goes through. So he starts out like little beetle, then gets more man-like until at the end he's like he looks like Mothman actually towards the end, just minus the wings.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
I'll have to show you it later.
Timmy said he went to high school with Mothman.
Yeah, Beerus.
Timmy you went to high school with the Mothman? Oh man. I was just about to say something, and you broke my train of thought.
I'm very good at doing that.
Yeah, Mothman is going to be taking very different
approach,
some different forms and stuff. So what we see isn't probably what we're going to get, you know. But yeah, I feel like you're right. I feel like in that first trailer, it's definitely Mothman.
I just thought of something.
It links up to the lore behind Mothman. There's a picture of him flying in the air and jumping off a bridge or near a bridge, so that makes it kind of links up to that. So
right, and that is the real bridge that actually fell from history.
I just had an idea. Okay, so mutations are going to be a main thing in this game, right?
Right.
Okay, so Mothman changes his stages through the game, right?
Right.
Well, if it's like just continuously mutated to look more and more like, because in the trailer they showed at QuakeCon, it turns guy into a mole rat looking thing. So could be something along those lines. Could be a whole quest line following the.
It starts out as a scorched and turns in. Yeah. Oh, that's neat. Well, the Wendigo thing is actually a person. It's a person
mutated
that turns into the Wendigo. Isn't that right, Dom? I didn't mean to go into your video, but it does start out as a person. It's a hunter, I think. It's a hunter that goes off. Yeah,
and he hungers for human flesh, and it craves him and turns him into this
beast. Yeah.
You know, it's sad. That's probably the most creative thing I've ever seen.
If people want to find out more on the Wendigo, there's a game called Until Dawn. The main enemy of that is the Wendigo, and there's a few of them. So there's more behind that, and they've stuck by the lore as well. So it's pretty good.
Oh, cool. And if they really want to know more, they can wait and watch your video, right?
Oh yes, like a week, but I'm doing it. It's fine.
You know, I love the fact that Bethesda is doing real folklore from West Virginia.
I'm really into that. Yeah, that's really cool.
You know, I've always thought it was neat that they took real places, but the fact that they're taking the real folklore,
and
I think
imagine
is just
if
awesome.
you live right around there, it makes it even better.
Oh yes,
yeah. Like I was telling Joe this the other day because he you know, we all know. For anyone that doesn't know, Joe recently got engaged to his girlfriend, so fiance now, and they went off to Boston for like a few days. And I was like, dude, you need to visit all the four sites.
Visit the Constitution.
Just that excites me. Like if I went to Boston or you know, Washington,
we just did that.
I would do that. I'd be going to try and find places from Fallout.
Well, best part about Washington is it's all in walking distance.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Oh, nice. No ways. Yeah.
Do you?
I was going to ask you.
Do you know what I did? Do you know what he saw? I know we were talking the other day. He said he didn't see much, but did he see anything from Fallout 4?
I don't know what it's called, but he saw one of the statues, one of the main statues in the outside of Megaton. Megaton, you idiot.
Paul Revere?
Diamond City.
Paul Revere.
And he saw that. Didn't he see the church? The
cathedral?
I don't know if he did.
The railroad.
He just told me about a statue he found.
The statue that's out in front of the church, where you go in to meet the railroad.
I said Paul Revere.
Yeah. What's that church?
Crap.
I went blank. If Vault Girl's on here, she'll know. She knows everything.
See, I'm the history guy, and I can't even remember that guy.
Okay. Hey, if y'all have any questions, y'all continue to ask.
Old North Church.
Old North
North
Church.
Church.
There it is. There it is.
There you go. Thank you, Manos.
Yeah, it must be very exciting to be able to play game set right in your hometown. I'd have to wait decades for a game like Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I mean, the thing is that's cool is you know, when I make these lore videos and I make these, you know, the new enemy lore behind them kind of thing, where in the Greenbrier one, I get people that are from West Virginia and the surrounding area that are like, tell me that these things have happened, and they're like, oh, this also happened as well, and you're like, whoa, this is cool, because in one hand you're making the videos for this game, but they're giving you some inside information because they live there, and that's really cool. And yeah, it's just fun to be a part of. I love it. Yeah.
I want to give a plug for somebody right now, and I've gone totally blank. They're one of my subscribers.
It's a good way to plug somebody.
I know it. Let me try. They have a series though. They're from West Virginia, and they are going to all the places that are in the trailer so far. For nice. Fallout 76. It's our little fun house.
Maybe
I will find it, and I will put a link in the description of this podcast. But they are one of my subscribers, and they're wonderful. But they're short, little. They're only like 10 minutes, but they're great to go see what's in the trailer. And I'm sure they're going to do more once the game's out. But they've already already gone to Camden Park, that where the sign is, and the roller coaster and all that. They went to the Cranberry Bog. They went to one of the mines. So it's really neat. Just going and seeing those places. So that's really cool. So I can't imagine. I would love for them to come to Arkansas. Wouldn't it be neat?
Well, we give them the Legend of Boggy Creek. That's about it.
Well, yeah, we've got Bigfoot. We've got the Diamond Mine. I mean, we've got a lot of neat things that they could do.
If you don't know, the Legend of Boggy Creek is like the original Bigfoot.
Yeah, we have the original Bigfoot here in Arkansas.
Nice.
In the 70s, they had.
We don't have anything in England. We don't have
nothing.
We have. What the hell have we have? We don't have nothing. We have.
You have. Y'all have Dom. Y'all don't need anything. Y'all have. Yeah, you have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Isn't that from England?
UK.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
let's go with that.
Y'all have all the old stuff.
Well, the one thing we have is, the one thing I have is where I live in Somerset. The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings is based around Somerset. Like, it's based on Somerset.
Neat.
So like the Shire is based around Somerset. So it was influenced. So that's all we have. All I have anyway.
Oh, cool.
Hey, you have tea, fish, and chips. I mean, that's all you really need.
No, thanks.
Hey, backhand you.
I'm not that kind of guy. Give me Domino's. I'll have Domino's any day.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Can we order Domino's?
Speaking of that, I'm hungry.
I'm like the least English person ever. I don't like tea, and I don't like fish and chips.
You need to try some Arkansas tea. You might like our tea.
You need sweet tea that's cold, not hot tea that's not sweet.
We'll send you a recipe. See if you like that.
Yeah, some of that. I like that.
There you go.
You're not saying goddamn.
I guess.
Sorry, that's not how you sound, but I'm just.
I guess the UK would have more character studies than folklore, like Jack the Ripper, Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Stuff like
because
they were big ones. Hit the Industrial Revolution and everything.
Oh yeah. See,
they not as much.
They got way
as we do.
Yeah, history.
It would be boring if Fallout did one here.
Stairway to Heaven says I feel ignored. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Our chat keeps going in and out. Stairway.
It keeps going in and out. Say it again.
And there goes chat again.
We feel really sorry.
Really? What's up?
What?
We're ignoring somebody. Apparently,
we didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Right.
We will make sure and read it. James says he's drinking tea. Earl Grey hot right now.
James, are you from the UK?
Oh no, he just moved.
He says he
just moved to Florida.
So.
Oh, nice.
Earl Grey hot. Yes, I've heard that before, but I can't.
But are you guys going to? Are we all going to meet up at E3 and stuff like that?
Yes,
Sounds great.
Yes, we are planning on it. This one is graduating this year, and that's
Nice.
what he wants to do for his senior trip. So, there's
well, I know
how trade work.
How will trade work in 76?
Okay, very quick, and then we'll talk about E3.
Oh, absolutely.
I was saying earlier, first, there are going to be in-game traders without, and I'm not talking about players, I'm talking about in the game, whether they're robots or ghouls or whatever. And we just found that out now. So that's a good thing. But you can also set up your own shop, or other players can set up their own shop as well. You can have a robot within your camp that does it. There also are vending machines that you can set up to trade as well. Now, trading 101, not one-on-one, trading with each other like this, you can do it. If you saw in the last trailer, there are that little emoji wheel. You will be emote wheel. Thank you. See, this is why I have a young person sitting beside me. You will be able to do that. You'll actually be able to walk up to somebody and say, you can actually trade with them one-on-one with that little emote wheel. Now, exactly how that works, we'll just have to wait and get it. But there's one of those emotes is a money sign and a let's trade sign, and then a yes and a no and a so.
Can you voice? Oh, yes, they talked about it at QuakeCon that there is going to be voice chat.
There is voice chat, and you can block the voice chat. Yes.
Nice.
James said, "Do you think Starfield will be at E3 2019?" I don't know if it's going to be like Fallout 76, but
question.
I think there's going to be at least a presence about it, like talking about a little what they're doing.
I don't know. They will not talk about Starfield until it's time now.
So you think they're just going to say they're doing it and then not mention it again?
They will not say another word until it's time.
I feel like I dropped something. Sorry. I feel like my predictions for Starfield, Starfield for Elder Scrolls. Oh my god, I can't bloody talk. So sorry.
That's okay. You're fine.
For E3 next year. Sorry, that's what I was getting at. They'll be releasing more stuff and like a big DLC for 76. Maybe we'll get a little tease of Starfield, maybe. But then, as you said, they aren't going to be showing it until it's done. So maybe not. But then what else can they show next year? I'm not really sure.
They might have a panel talking about what they've worked on a little bit, maybe. I'm saying if there is a presence, it's not going to be major at all.
I think next year it's going to be
this year.
Yeah. I think it's going to be mainly Bethesda Softworks stuff and 76. I really don't think they're going to. Now, this is just my opinion. I don't think they will mention Starfield until it's time, because it's like Todd Howard, and again, just my opinion. He don't want anybody thinking about Starfield until it's time to come out. I
feel like
because it kind of overshadows everything.
Yeah, it overshadows if he wants us focused on 76 right now.
Yeah, I feel like next year is going to be the year after Fallout 4. So what did they do? They remastered Skyrim, yeah, and announced the final DLC for Nuka World for Fallout 4, which was Nuka World. So I feel like it's going to be that kind of year, but then we have to remember that probably from the other companies like Sony and Xbox and Microsoft, they're going to be starting to announce their next console. So it's going to be very much that kind of focused conference, and then the next year is going to be these are the new conferences, these are the new systems. Here's Starfield, here's maybe another expansion for 76.
Here's another remaster of Skyrim.
No, he wouldn't do that again.
Got several questions here. One is about Doom. I do believe that Doom Eternal will be on Switch. Maybe not at launch, but eventually. Don't you, Dom? They put Doom 2016 on Switch, so I believe they will. put Doom Eternal on Switch. And when it comes out, it'll probably come out fall of 2019, you think?
Yeah. Or
Rage,
late fall.
Rage is coming out spring of 2019, maybe fall of 2019. What do you think, Dom? Have you heard about?
Oh, they confirmed Doom Eternal on Switch.
They have confirmed it. Good. Well, see, I was right. Very good. And then the other question was about chat. Yes, I believe the chat will only be with those that are close to you. Now, that has not been confirmed, but I think you'll only be able to hear those that are close to you.
Party chat, which is anywhere on the map.
Your group.
But
with your group.
Local, if it's in-game chat, it will be local chat within a certain amount of radius, and it'll fade in and out depending on how close you are.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
At least that's how most games like this would work.
That's what I'd figure, yeah. So you'll be able to hear your group wherever they're at.
Unless they go the route of GTA 5 where you can hear the guy at the very top of the map while you're at the bottom.
Well, I don't want that. Oh, please no. But again, remember, you can block anybody at any time, as far as I understand. And again, that can be abused, so we will see how that works. I hope that blocking thing don't get abused a little bit.
Here, since you're both so infatuated with Starfield, do you think it's going to be a theme like Fallout 4 is 50s, early 60s? Do you think Starfield will have a music theme, a certain style about it? Or do you think it'll be more modern?
Can you guys hear me, yeah?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, sorry. My mic went weird for a second.
He asked a question. You want to ask it again? That was a pretty good question.
Yeah. Do you think?
No. I heard the question.
You heard it?
Okay. I wasn't sure if you guys could hear me. My mic went weird for a second. So, do you think it's going to be Starfield's going to be 1950s or more of a mature?
Just do you think it'll have a certain style about it, or?
I feel like Starfield's going to be. I've said this a few times before. I feel like Starfield's going to be more leaning towards Elder Scrolls, because Elder Scrolls is the original IP. It's it looks more mature. The gameplay aspects are not mature. Mature is the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I feel like Starfield would be leaning more towards the serious side of gameplay, whereas Fallout's kind of like,
Goofy.
You don't have to take it as seriously sometimes. It's funny. It's got weird. You could, as he said, you could be, it's a post-apocalyptic world. It's meant to be in any other aspect, it's a dead, serious thing. The end of the world. But then Fallout's flipped on its head, where it's fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just good. But I feel like Starfield will be taken more seriously, and it'll be a very serious tone. I don't think it'll be like the whole, like as you said, 1950s look. I feel like it'd be like very high graphics, very taken seriously, and just kind of that kind of gameplay, where you got different alien races. You choose not perks, but specials or whatever that work with that race, and I feel like it'd be very in depth as well. So so I feel like it'd be more mature than Fallout, I guess. So yeah, if that helps.
It's a better answer than I had, so thank you. I appreciate it.
I definitely think it will have its. I agree. I think it will have its own style. It will have its own feel, and Fallout definitely has its own feel. And
well, the reason I started thinking about was we were talking about the music of Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, and I always thought, a good way to do a good music style would be like a 20s swing music or electric swing music for a space game. I would say electric swing music, which is more modern swing music.
Right.
So I always thought that would be a good sci-fi style music.
I never thought of that.
Yeah,
but
it's It depends if they add music in this.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll have that kind of music. I bet
where there's not songs, it's composed things.
I bet it'll
be very like that. Yeah.
I bet it'll be more composed music. Guys, we're going to go about 15-year trip, and yes, we definitely want to go and meet up and hang out and do a podcast just like this, but live together. Wouldn't that be neat? Hopefully me, you, and
We're
Joe
need a bigger corner.
And so you could all do one. live from E3, that would be awesome. And,
that would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Me, Matty, Joe wants to go. Lone going. Obviously, you guys want to go. So there'll be quite a big group of us.
That's great.
So and for some of us, it'll be the first time meeting. Face. So it's going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to that. But I want to do next year's I want to do every conference year. So I want to try and come out to the US as much as I can. So I want to do like E3, QuakeCon. I want to do PAX.
Neat.
So it'd be cool if I can do it. So
we need to convince Oxford to come.
Yeah.
Someone said
he's out of our league, Miller League.
I don't know. I don't even know where he's from. Do you know?
I'm joking.
I have no idea where he's from. See, I always in my head I'll get him and who's the other guy that sounds just like him? Violet Puma.
They do not sound alike.
They do to me. I don't know why.
No.
They always get me mixed up in my head.
Seattle. He lives.
Oxhorn does.
Nice.
So I'm going to go, but okay, good deal. Ox is from Ox is good. I've always liked Ox. Hey, Queen, are you back? Did you need anything before we go? Oh, a little bit's fine. As long as she don't run out of here barking, she's good.
Oxhorn does great content, except it's so long.
She needs to put the patch on the jacket.
Put the patch on the jacket. Thank you, Dom. Thank you.
You hear him laughing as he says that.
We have to start a hashtag, patch on the jacket, patch on the jacket. Everybody, patch on the jacket.
Laughter, though.
Yes, but
they want to laugh at you.
No, he says it's cool.
Yeah, okay.
It is cool.
Patch on the jacket.
Just send me sunglasses and an Audrey Hepburn scarf, please.
Remember, before we go, if you haven't, and if you are a Doom fan, please, well, you don't have to, but go and watch the video. If you want a chance to win this, we're going to give this away next week. Yes, Vic, the patch. Not the patch. You can't win the patch. But if you want a chance to win the signed copy of the Doom picture, all you got to go is, would you hold that? All you got to go is watch the video. Watch the video on the unboxing. And by the way, if you don't want to watch the whole video, I have time stamped it now where you can watch the giveaway part, and I'll tell you all what to do. So, but all you got to do is comment on there that I love Doom. But if you don't love Doom, don't do it, because I really want to give it to somebody that loves Doom and will frame it and love it. So,
nice.
Yes.
I'm jealous of that idea. That is a cool prize. It's cool.
Yeah, we were very happy and got to talk to them all and shake their hand. And we were standing here. Yeah. We were standing here in this line talking to them, and I told the Wolfman, I said, take a picture, and he said, I will in a minute. And no, this is great. And
what did you guys think of Doom Eternal?
Loved it.
It looked really amazing.
It is crazy. It is crazy. That thing with the chain on the bottom of the shotgun, that is awesome. That makes me want to play it right now.
The grapple.
Yeah. I can't wait for that.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with Rage, Fallout 76, and Doom, and I'm sure there's going to be some other games in there. I don't know where I'm going to have time to play. So,
what did you guys think of the
Vault Girl said, I'll sew it on for you if she wants. Okay, Vault Girl. I'll mail it to you in my jacket.
His jacket, not my jacket.
Isn't that awesome?
It's really cool, man. They're really cool.
Go ahead, Dom. Do you have a question? If y'all have any more questions.
No.
Did you have a question, Dom? You were saying something. I didn't mean to cut you off.
What did you guys think of this Fallout Shelter Online?
That looked really cool.
I saw a little bit of. I'm still a little confused on how it should work.
Now,
just a little.
Tell us about that. That's a Chinese thing, and it's only going to be a Chinese thing?
Yeah. Basically, Matty made a video on... Well, I'd seen it before, a month before. Jeff Keighley, the guy that does the Game Awards, And he does interviews with Todd Howard at E3 and does YouTuber interviews for Xbox and Microsoft. He represents a load of people. But he tweeted out this picture where it had like a banner of the artwork for Fallout Shelter Online, and he tweeted to Bethesda, "What is this? Like, what source?" He said, "What sorcery is this?" So he's basically saying, like, what
the
is
picture,
this?
yeah.
And he's obviously in China for some reason.
Hey, I am KingFanMan on Steam, guys. I really am. I promise. Y'all try to find me again. Go ahead, Dom.
Nice. And then, but the thing was, is there was never a response to that. So I was just like, oh, it's probably just some fan art. I mean, why would Bethesda be making some mobile game that they already have with Fallout 4 characters? You know what I mean? And not announce it at E3 if they are going to do that.
See, I thought it was fake. A friend sent it to me because he loves looking at just random stuff on the internet, and he found it somewhere, sent it to me. I thought it was fake for the longest time.
I want to know why I want to know why their Fallout Shelter is so much better than our Fallout Shelter.
Well, if it's Chinese and it's only going to be Chinese, it might be.
Did you see the map that they get to go out on? And yeah.
I mean, it looks cool, but
has Bethesda endorsed it? Is it actually Bethesda, or is it a different company doing it?
Evidently, Bethesda's endorsed it.
It's, well, basically, as I was saying, like, it's all that. No one got a response. A month later,
you found me.
A month later, Matty puts a video out and starts giving some more information on this game, but there's still no clarification. So I watched Matty's video. This was like this week, I think, or last week. But I was like, all right, I'm going to try and see if this thing's real. So I tweet Pete Hines. So I just tweeted him with the picture of the image and was like, what is this? Is this a real thing? And he was like, yeah, it's a real thing. It's happening in China. So I was like, fuck, this is like a real game. Like, what's going on? And then I posted a video about that response with Pete Hines, because obviously he's confirming that it's a real thing. And then literally like an hour after uploading that, someone sends me a link in my comments with a 30-minute gameplay reveal, like a trailer that someone's taken from a beta. So I was like, Jesus Christ, this is a real thing. And as you said, it looks good. It looks like a fun game. Yeah, it looks like a fun game.
It does.
Well, with the way he apparently worded that with you, it could be China's copyright claims don't work the same. So it could be that someone's making a knockoff.
No. Yeah, sorry. I didn't get to that part. But within that feed of where I tweeted Pete Hines and he responded, that obviously got some traction on Twitter as people were writing to Pete from that. And he was like, look, it's being developed in China for China. So we're not going to see it, as sad as it sounds. But basically, Bethesda have lent the Fallout license to this Shinra Games in China. But I think the reason that is so in-depth is maybe they don't have Fallout 4.
I think I'm going to have to.
Because I don't think... there's a lot of like game issues in China.
They have a lot of laws against certain games.
Yeah, so like even with this game, they on a document they said that this game's being redesigned. Stuff is so good. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Mano says so. It's communism sucks, basically.
So it's kind of a It's kind of a combination between Fallout 4 and Fallout Shelter, because that's all.
Yeah. That's why all the promotional stuff in this game, all the posters and flyers and stuff like that, are all characters from Fallout 4. Because maybe they don't.
Is Fallout 4 blocked because of the anti-China propaganda? Probably.
Maybe.
Because I know Germany certain. They have to change a lot of stuff.
They just opened up.
They did.
Yeah, Fallout 3 was banned for Germany. Yeah. If y'all want to know more about the Fallout Shelter that we're talking about, Dom has a video on it that he just put out. And I think Joe put one out too, didn't he? Dom?
Yeah, Joe did as well. Yeah.
Okay, James asked.
Yes.
Does anyone know if the Elder Scrolls Blades is using Unity or Creation Engine?
I really don't know, James. I know you've asked that before. I need to find that out. There was no one that that I could ask out there at QuakeCon. I should have found that out for you. I apologize. I do not know, but I will find that out. Dom, do you know? He's searching.
I have no idea.
No, I don't either.
I think we blew Manos's mind.
Yeah.
I do want to say a couple was asking about me streaming. We are having some problems. I don't know why getting my Twitch to work.
Hold on. He's going to blame this on me.
No,
I had it figured out, but he said I have to have the face cam. I had it ready to stream. He said I have to have face cam. I put face cam on it, shuts down, and we can never get back up.
It will not work now for nothing. It will not. The game will not come up on Twitch for nothing.
See, Snake Eyes has brought this up. Fallout 4 is not localized in China. They tend to not play. Yeah.
Very
allows a game and all the bad guys. Yeah, so I'm guessing we were right. You know, Fallout Shelter Online is a mix between the two games.
So they can have something like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So yes, I'm still planning on streaming Dishonored. I have it right behind me. I want to do it. In fact, I would play it tonight. I may start streaming on YouTube if I have to. Backhand did recommend another program that I'm going to try. So I'm going to try that instead of the OBS.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm still working on it, guys. I'm sorry it's taking me so long. But hey, Manos was on vacation anyway, and I didn't want him to miss Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. That's his favorite, so I didn't want to miss it. So.
Nice.
Dom, I want to thank you so much for spending so much time with us and just being here and talking with us. It's been awesome.
No worries. Yeah, it's been great. And
you are invited back anytime you want to come back and be on the KingsCast. I appreciate it so much.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm using, James. The OBS, it was working. We did something, and now it's shot. No.
I had it working. You made me change how I had it working.
No, you had it. You had the game working, but the game and camera wasn't working, so they couldn't have seen my ugly face. So.
Also, yay, 2-hour podcast finally.
I know we did a 2-hour. Can y'all believe we did a 2-hour KingCast? I want to appreciate. I want to say thank you to all y'all that stuck it out. Thank y'all for getting us over the 600 mark. Remember to go say I love Doom if y'all want that Doom picture. You need to say anything before we go, other than go eat a pizza.
Oh yes, can we order pizza?
Well, Dom made me want pizza, so I'm gonna go get a pizza.
Is there Domino's in Palm Bluff
I
still?
always want pizza.
Yeah. Do y'all have Papa John's there? That's what I want. Papa John's.
Oh yeah, we got Papa's. Yeah, we got Papa's.
Papa's good.
And
Papa's
y'all,
in the house.
y'all are all fun to hang out with too. The podcast is my favorite part of YouTube. I love it. Y'all have a great week. We will talk soon. Thank y'all so much for all you do. Dom, again, thank you for being part of this.
No worries.
For the KingFanMan
Thank you.
and for the Wolfman, we will see y'all later. Bye, guys.